Today's day 58, talking about the profound impact of diet on human performance. So, I've been running every day for a long time, probably about 5 years. I've had some stops and starts, but for the most part, I've been consistently running. Now, sometimes I've gotten really up high where I've ran, 70, 80 miles a week or more. And then sometimes, like now, I'm not running as much. But I've tried to keep up consistently with the habit of at least doing some running consistently. There's a lot of benefits to it for me, but that's not my point of this discussion. I have for about a year, for exactly a year, I tracked my running and my diet. So using MyFitnessPal, I tracked exactly what my daily diet was, calories, everything. Even what I drank. So I tracked everything. And then I also tracked my running performance using my Garmin watch and an AI tool that I bought that tracks my running performance. It's called Train as One. So using Train as One in MyFitnessPal, I was able to track running performance correlated to my diet. And after some time, I noticed that there was a direct and almost immediate impact on what I was intaking and my running performance. So this is an inconvenient truth for me to deal with, right? Because I don't want to believe that my diet has that direct of an impact on my performance, but it does. Now, I would venture to say that diet has an impact on all elements of human performance. Physical, emotional, mental, even spiritual performance. If you want to call spiritual a performance. I guess it is. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, so there is definitely a direct tie. Now, this would be a very difficult experiment to try, but I'll give you a great experiment that you can try. And I'm actually trying this myself. So you'll be right along with me. So do this. Pick an exercise that you can do consistently every day that you can actually measure. So for mine, it would be running. So let's say I decided to run for 2 miles every morning, same time in the morning, 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. when I wake up, I go run 2 miles, and that's how I wake up. So let's say I decide that that's going to be my thing I'm going to measure. So for the last 6 weeks, I have ran consistently at the same time every morning for 2 miles. And I have on my app now, on my Train as One app, you can also use Garmin or whatever you want to use. It tracks exactly what my running cadence is, but all I really need to know is the running time. And I haven't really put any thought into it. I've just gone and ran. I run how I feel. I'm not trying to set a time. I'm not trying to hit a time. I just run how I feel. So I've done that for 6 weeks. So now I'm entering into my second 6 weeks period. And this time what I'm doing is completely eliminate. Now, I couldn't do this experiment until I got rid of caffeine. So a few months ago, I finally kicked the caffeine habit. It was brutal. It was like freaking brutal. It was worse than quitting smoking. It was the worst thing ever, quitting caffeine. But I quit caffeine. And now I'm ready. So for this last 6 weeks, I've been no caffeine, and but I haven't changed my diet all that much. I'm just normal diet. So now for the next 6 weeks, from now until like January, like the beginning part of January, I'm still gonna run every morning consistently, and this time I'm going to completely change my diet. So I started last week and I'm going on now. I think I'm on day 5. And I'm only going to eat absolute pure foods. So no foods that would have any source of inflammation whatsoever. It's all whole meat, like really good meats, like high quality meats from like Sprouts or someplace like that. Or Roots or Trader Joe's. It's going to be chicken, fish, beef that's been fed on, non-corn, non-corn fed beef, anything other than corn fed beef. So it's going to be one of those type of meats. And then it's going to be vegetables and fruits and something, a grain source that's really pure, like rice. White rice has nothing in it. I mean, white rice is like the purest form of carbohydrate you can probably find. Other than drinking a carbohydrate powder, I think that white rice is that's it. So cleaning out, and I'm removing all supplements. I'm not taking any supplements, nothing. So no supplements, nothing weird, no toxins, and I'm only drinking water. So I'm going to do that for the next 6 weeks. The most pure, lean diet I can come up with. And I'm going to do that for 6 weeks, and I'm going to compare my running performance in the previous 6 weeks eating whatever I want, and the next 6 weeks eating this very clean diet. I can guarantee you, absolutely guarantee you, that my running performance will dramatically improve. Now, I'll probably end up losing some weight. I'll probably drop 10 pounds or something. So I'll drop a little bit of weight. But 10 pounds may have some impact on my running performance. I mean, I think that I think for every 20 pounds, you'll probably run a little bit faster. But 6 weeks is not enough to lose a significant amount of weight. I mean, probably 6 pounds at the most, because I've already lost any weight I would get from a dramatic improvement such as water loss, or that's all okay. But I bet you that I'll probably lose 6 pounds to 10 pounds, somewhere in there. But that's not enough to really impact performance. But what will really impact performance is just how I feel. So I bet you in 6 weeks, I will have more energy, more enthusiasm. My body will be able to convert calories faster, and my running performance will be off the charts compared to what it is now. That is just reality. I would also venture to say that my mental health and my emotional health will improve too. So I'm going to prove this again. Now, I already know this is true, but I'm doing it for fun. But I bet you that if you did the same, even though it would be freaking brutally hard to do for most people, but if you did it, you would prove to yourself undeniably that what you eat directly impacts your emotions, your mental capacity, and your physical performance. I mean, we mope around all the time. I'm so tired. I'm tired. We're like, oh, I'm so fatigued. I have brain fog. I can't think. I can't focus. Oh, I really don't want to do anything. You know, I'm not motivated. We complain about all these things. Most of those things are tied directly to what we ate. And that's just reality. It just sucks, but that's it, man. The one thing you have the greatest control over is also the same thing that has the greatest impact on you, and that is what you put in your mouth. I know that sucks, but it's just true. Thank you.